So I gave myself a B- on getting the sheet on here. All right, watch. It's stuck there. Did you see how I did that? All right. Now.
It's especially important for maybe a client that's on the bigger side. The table width is at a premium, that you tuck that in and then they're not holding their hands in or having to tuck them underneath themselves. The sheet will hold it.
It holds it right there, kind of like a sling. All right, now, can you see the hand here in the screen? Or do I need to change that a little bit?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so here's the deal. You want to minimize working with them prone. Because of the back issue, and even with a face cradle, they're smashing their face into it or they're turning their head. So it's not that you don't use the prone position, but if there are ways that you can massage your body area as good or better in another position, then do it. Doesn't mean that you don't want to access or touch or something, just like I did with the feet in the prone position. The other thing about not so much the hand, but the forearm area in through here, you may have to flip the hand, foot, and come in at it like this. And I hold the hand here. Otherwise, what's in his hand? All right, my boot is right there. So.
He wants that.
Oh, and I've done all of these things. I can tell you story after story, not paying attention to where my body parts are at. So, but just like with the foot, you can come in and you can touch the hand and, you know, reposition, and you can work this way in through here. But a lot of people don't have shoulder range that allows them to move around like that. So I don't do much with the hand and the arm in the prone position unless I know I'm not going to put them in the sideline position. Okay, so let's get you on your side. So in the sideline position, that pillow can just move up. And there. Now, everybody's worried about draping here. So he's rolled over. Okay, there we're gonna go. And where'd you kick
Just
off?
get the bolster.
This is gonna come up under his head. Lift. That holds it tight. See how that holds it tight? Mm-hmm. All right, and then bring your arm out and around. There. And then you could add a pillow or something there if it's an issue. All right. Can you still see the hand in the video? I'm going to be down this far.
No, not really.
All right. You're doing such a good job.
There we go.
All right. This is how I am going to approach the hand, is down through here. So when they're on this side, I get the top of the hand. And then I'll show you how I get to the other, the palm side of the hand. So this ends up just being an extension of me working into the forearm. So move your wrist in a circle. And then with the grain, across the grain. And then I can just work, you know, with finger grasps and stuff in through here. You don't need to do a lot. It's the other hand that you can get some good work on. So let's roll you over on the other side, Luke. Okay. This one, you see how I just positioned that up like that? And now it's all set for me. I can use it. I might not use, I didn't mean to start over. I might not use my forearm here because of what? You know, I might come in this way. But if I come around this way, then I'm all set up. I can use my forearm. Not this like you saw in that little video. It's way up here. Not this. This. Make fist. Spread it way out. Now let's contract and relax in through there. Squeeze my hand. Spread them way out. So this is my primary positioning for the hand. If they have a little bit more need for some support there on the shoulder, then you just bring in a better bolster.
You just slide it in the face, cradle. Done.
All right. Okay, so again, this was something more so than, this is a good position to get the arm. This is how I would get the arm itself. Bring this up, and then just by rolling forward, I'm getting actually muscles that come up from the back into the arm, straight on. I'm getting more of the fibers of the muscles that are going in this direction a little bit, and then if I come back this way, I'm getting into the anterior torso muscles without actually having to have them lay on their back. So 1, 2, 3. Just by moving them a little bit, you can get into those areas. You can mimic kneading. Push them forward, pull them back. Push them forward, pull them back. Push them forward, pull them back. So, okay, supine. Okay, same thing with the hand, especially if it flops over like this, and you can just sling it.
Just tuck it in.
No, there you go. So, all right. So here, you can work on all of this here. This would be like the top arm. So I can get into the fingers. Because of the way we can supinate and pronate, I can turn it over. People that have a little bit of problems with the shoulder, it happens at the shoulder. So, Kaylee. God, my granddaughter.
Both are Kayleys.
They're both Kayleys. But I have a granddaughter named Callie.
Yeah.
All right, put your fingers right here. Right there. Okay, tell me what happens when I bring this all around.
Yeah, it rotates.
It rotates.
Mm-hmm.
And so if somebody's got any shoulder stuff, you'd be surprised how much that could irritate that in there. All right.
It's coupled, so there's the pronation, supination here, but then, so it can be good for the shoulder, because you can do this in prone as well.
Yeah.
Turning the hand over into anatomical position, right? Rather than letting them lay with this. But you're getting that secondary rotation. Either it's a good thing, because it can be a nice way to just incorporate that movement into the massage, but as she's saying, if there's limitations here, like a rotator cuff thing.
So we can do the same thing here with the little bit of traction at the wrist. Remember, this is a pump, this is a plexus, so you're going to want to think pumping kind of a thing with this. I can bring it out this way to get to the arm and roll back and forth like that. I can do that, but as I'm concentrating on the arm to get to the wrist, scooch over a little bit. Is this your funky shoulder?
They're
both funky?
They're both a little, yeah.
All right.
It's limited.
There.
That should be okay. Yeah.
See how that's the exact position, just like with the foot. You turn it in. Now I can get to the hand. So, oh, what did I almost do?
Twisted.
Good job. Now, I can, especially if I find myself wanting to do that, I can say, when I tell you I want you to do this. Okay, go ahead. That gets some of that twisting or moving of the tissue. Again, I tend to cradle it down here. I can drive it in different directions with that. Right here, I can get the point of my elbow in there and then get it a big contact. And then just sharpen it back and forth and have them bring your thumb and pinky together and then straighten it right out. Because this is where we get a lot of grip problem, is this action right here. You would have that.
I do.
So that would feel like really great to have somebody put some pressure right there. Bring your hand over here for a minute. You can stay put. Okay, put it right there. We'll pose you outside.
I can just move out.
Okay. Feel it? All right, now bring your pinky and thumb together and then straighten them way out. And again. Now this should hurt good. It should recreate a symptom. It should remind you of something. As opposed to if I come up here and do that same thing.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, doesn't feel right. It's not productive. So, there you go. These positions can make a huge difference in what you're doing. If you position it as either supine or sideline, this would be more supine. I have an actual chair to get on. You don't have to. Oh, I'm really low.
That's no problem.
Bring your arm up here.
Okay.
All right. See, I can sit and do some of this.
While reinforcing that shoulder external rotation. So you'll see that there's differences between how she and I have preferences with stuff. And this is where you just get all these options and then play with them, and be able to adapt if you're limited. But start deciding what works best for you based on your body mechanics and your pattern.
Okay, so see how I'm using the heel of my hand, my whole hand? We're having an adjustment of the video. Okay, as opposed to that. And then what you started to see happen in that one video is this. But look at what that makes me do. So what's the intent? The intent is to open that up. Doesn't that do it? Look at what you're trying to accomplish and find the most efficient way to do that. So, all right, I could make it much harder, I guess. But you want to train yourself this way so that in the future, let's say somebody does have something and you need to be more focused with what's going on. You're saving your hands on the general massage and the general approach. And a lot of this has to do with positioning them so that it's easier for you to get to it.
And getting the general aspects of the hand and foot taken care of, which for the most part will be all you need, right? But then you're saving, as she said, your hands in that time to go in and be more specific and precise. But if you've already used your thumbs for all of that, then you've tired those out.
Yeah.
So I would try not to use your thumbs in general. That stacked finger approach I've shown and talked about. But so that's the thing. You really want to try to soft fist, forearm, here and the feet as much as possible. Please and thank you.
Well, Tom will
Yeah,
get
there
over
you go.
it. All right, so can you see now how the head, neck, face, and then hands, and then feet can be a satisfying approach if you're looking at general relaxation or general pain reduction or whatever, and they don't have to take their clothes off, and you really can do that all with them from the supine position. You can do it all with them from the sideline position too, but lay on your back.
On my back. And you could market it as a half-hour routine kind of a thing. You
All
know?
right, so here I can get the hands or the face. Most people want to, if you either have to sanitize your hands after you get on the hands and face, because feet are pretty clean. Hands are filthy. People's face is filthy. So just keep that in mind. Your feet are usually protected.
But perception-wise,
Yeah.
which is saying good to always, we've showed, but extra sanitize it before you go to their face.
All right, so we can do our hands, and our head and face, and then we can say, bring your arms up or bring an arm up, and I can right from here, I can get into the hand, and then I can work my way down. And using rocking and shaking is a really good way to give a full body sensation, even if you're concentrating. And then I can bring the foot up and I can work on the foot without hurting me, which is the goal. All right.